Alright, welcome back guys to Agatha Christie, A.B.C. Murders. I did this recording ahead of time. I also had a few drinks before I did this to boost up my confidence. As some of you may know, I have a little bit of an anxiety problem, which I'm looking forward to getting worked out. I do work a lot, normal job, so I don't really have the time to take care of it, but hopefully once my 2 weeks are up at my new job, I can, or not my new job, my 2 weeks are up at my old job, I can actually make time to get that sorted out. Anyways, I think that we're like 30% done. We're 39% through the game. And we pretty much finished the second crime scene with Betty. Barnard, I think her last name was. But yeah, it's been a while since I played this. But like I said, I'm pre-recording this, so you would be seeing this on Friday. I guess Eastern time. I don't have a real time. I'm just gonna schedule an upload so that I get it uploaded on time. And I'm still lagging. Let me see if I could shut some things down to kind of get that lag off a little bit. Alright, I think I'm ready. Just to kind of kill the lag just a little bit. And I don't know why I'm ready to press my keyboard WASD, because there is no keyboard movements. It's only point and click. Don't know where I was supposed to go, so I need to check. Where's my objectives? Right here. Oops. Go back to London. So we go back to the car, and then I guess we're going home. No. Hercule, go this way. Just trotting along. Yeah, go ahead and pick up the pace.
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
That, I keep getting texts. What? Fucking child has lice. Oh my god, I'll be right back.
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
Wait a minute.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Oh my god, they're still talking. Wait a minute. Stop talking for a minute. Anyways, that was not true. She just had a little bit of lint in her hair. And like me, she has a dry scalp. So let's continue this. Oh shit, my audio. Oh. Okay.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling.
What's happening right now?
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, A.B.C. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Tell me. Explain to me why Hastings is wearing gloves. Do you think that Hastings might be the killer? Oh my god, so juicy! Specify that it's the 30th today. Ask what the date is. I can see clearly over here that it's August the 30th. So.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
What's on the floor? Wait, stop.
Miss Hastings tore the envelope.
Can I pick it up? I picked it up. Oh my gosh. I really... nor known at White House Mansions and White House Court. Try Whitehaven Mansions. The other end says Hercule Poirot, Red Coast Mansions, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, so the letter got returned a few times for some odd reason. So whoever wrote it, Whitehaven Mansions, but the letter is addressed to White Horse Mansions, which it was addressed wrong. So it was addressed to the wrong address and sent to the wrong address several times. All right. I wonder if we can look at herself and get some ego points again. No, don't do that. What are you doing? You can't see yourself from here. I got ego points anyway.
It is not the right time.
What? Well, where do I need to go? Let's look at this. Call start. Oh. Compare the new letter. Okay. Where's our phone? Okay, at the desk. Call. You do that first.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from A.B.C. in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Okay, so the next person's last...
It is not a good time.
What? The next person's last name is going to begin with C. If we're following his MO. Why can't I move to the X? Move to the X. Okay. Do we just put it? Why do we not put it on the desk?
It is not a good time.
He says it's not a good time, so what do I do? Do I need to combine the two? Yeah. Wait, no. It doesn't combine the two. Well, I need to compare... Oh. Maybe I have to look at the letter first?
Poor Mr. Poirot. Not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps? Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time it is an easy one. Cheston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It is a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, A.B.C.
Okay, so that's why the letter arrived late, because it went through several channels. But that's not fair. Because I didn't have time to do anything because you put the wrong address on it.
It is not a good time.
When is a good time, Poirot? Maybe I talk to him?
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
Acknowledge that it is an emergency. Point out that order is essential. No, you don't worry about how you're packing your bag.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable.
You worry about that and you miss...
Poirot, you were right. I've just consulted the A.B.C. guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
Okay. So now we're going to compare them. Okay.
Right. Let us compare this new letter with the second one. Let us examine this more closely.
Okay, so the eyes.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this eye is weird. Yes, this eye is weird.
Okay, so we go to the second letter.
I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word.
How do I get to the second letter? Can I just click on something?
Let us examine the characters in this word. Nothing to report for these characters. Let us examine another word.
I don't know. The H. No, the E is offset.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
Oh god. Can you just pick the E?
Let us examine the characters in this word.
The E's are offset.
Let us examine the characters in this word. The W is not printed properly.
It won't let me go to the second one.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Okay, so the W. And this here.
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
And the eyes.
Yes, this eye is weird. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
I forgot you have to zoom out. I thought you just click it. Okay. The eyes.
Yes, the eye characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
And
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
and the E's are offset.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
So I can take this and click on either of these or easy.
I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word.
No. Alright, well,
Let us examine the characters in this word.
wait. Okay, so maybe I try...
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
No.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay, wait. So let's just say time.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Oh my god, they all have the same characters.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Time. Time. I have time and time. What else do you want me to pick? Let's just pick this. This is easier.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
No.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
The A and this one.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Because I couldn't figure out the other ones. The other
Let us
people.
now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright, so little gray cells. Why does the murderer warn us so late? Chaps decided to reveal the details to the press. The African murder is now famous. Letter C, sent on at the right date. Bottle of Whitehorse whiskey, piece of envelope with the wrong address. And then he revealed. No. Let's just say the ABC guy. Because we should know by now the next person is C. Nope. Bottle of Whitehorse whiskey, or the letter C was sent at the right date. The letter arrived late because of the error in the address.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard. Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jap.
God, come on.
have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
What?
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Oh my god. It's a man this time. Oh, that sound makes me have to pee. Oh no. Oh god, I'm gonna have trouble with this part, huh? Oh, wow.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
You know, he kind of sounds like the guy from the IT crowd. I can't remember his name, the one with the afro. Yeah, he sounds like him a lot. Detective Jap. He has the same accent, I should say.
Jab has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
Mm-hmm. What's this? A ring?
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
1587. Remember that. He's got my...
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
Can I look at this? No. Alright. Look at his clock. Oh my god, hush.
An oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Keys.
It is pointless.
Okay. Let's look at him. Ooh.
An A.B.C. guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
Yeah, this is a really violent one. Seems to be always violent in mystery games for the male.
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder. Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the...
Well,
The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush. This place is very calming.
Hole. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Picturesque rock. And, what, these flowers down here? Oh my god, come on.
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
Okay.
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled.
Okay.
The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. What was Sir Carmichael's position when he was killed? The body was found in front of the only bush in the surrounding area. The zone soiled with blood covers a conical shaped area which extends away from the bush. And there was a wound with a clear outline. Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut the throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
No, he didn't, because his back was to the bush. Did Sir Carmichael see his murderer? The victim had his back to the bush. The victim only had 1 wound. And the trampled grass behind the bush. Sir Carmichael died without seeing who struck him.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing.
The murder was carefully planned. The killer is an opportunist. I don't think that was planned. He just kind of snuck up on him and did it, but he came with a knife. So... then that would make it premeditated, but... because he came to the victim with a knife. So when you come to someone with a weapon, and you sneak up on them and kill them, you kill them from behind, that's premeditated, so we'll say it was carefully planned.
The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
Okay. It was very violent. And theft is not a motive because he didn't take anything.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Alright, so I need to take a quick break because this ocean is not doing me justice It's making me have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I know it looks weird every time I start. Okay. So we're now at a point where we can do the gray cells. Question the victim's brother? And I'm a little OCD myself. Let me just move my microphone a little bit. I think it's catching my fan. That is the worst, to completely drop your microphone. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's go. Where is he exactly? I wish there was an overhead map for this. Oh, so both of the playthroughs that I'm excuse me, both playthroughs that I will be uploading will be pre-recorded. I can't speak because I want to make sure that I get to everything in time. What's this? Wait, take a look at nature. Oh, nature is a loading screen.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
What? Tea? Hard to digest. Never heard of that. That is so new to me. I'm a coffee person myself, but I do partake in some tea every now and then. This is the perfect spread. Cookies, tea, and I like coconut milk and honey. Oh my god, it's so delicious.
It is not the right time.
It's not the right time to eat cookies. It's always the right time to eat cookies. I don't understand you, Poirot. Something is wrong with you. You are not French. Ugh.
There is something elegant about her.
Well, she has a golden dragon pin. That's one of them. A brooch. The fancy term for it. Her fancy earrings. Fancy makeup. Her fancy hair. Her fancy suit.
She's focused on a cup. Let us take advantage of this to observe her more closely.
Oh my god, come on. Look at her lips, understated makeup. And her jacket.
She has good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Please
That was a
excuse me, I
clapback.
have to take care of Lady Clark.
Your jewelry is crap, young lady. Alright, so, maybe we can look at him and talk to him.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to question him.
What? So I can't look at him?
It is a one.
I guess not. Alright. Let's go
My
ahead.
brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
Alright. Accuse him of preventing Lady Clark from speaking? No, I'm not going to do that, because if she's sick, she's sick. I don't know that. Insist or be understanding. I have to be understanding, because if someone tells you, hey, my wife is sick, she can't talk, or hey, my sister is sick, she can't talk right now, I'd be like, okay, well, let her know that whenever she's feeling better, that I would like to speak with her. So we'll be understanding.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
Who's everybody? Who is everybody? We'll ask if the villagers knew, because we don't want to implicate him and make him not want to speak with us. We don't want to say Thora is. I think Thora is his sister, or maybe his wife. I don't know. Why is everyone wearing gloves except Poirot? I want to know that.
And did people of the village know Sir Carmichael's habits?
I don't know. It's possible.
What were you doing last night?
After dinner, I went to my bedroom. At 11 in the evening, the telephone rang. It was the police. I went to look for my brother.
Okay, so he's being sincere at this point. So I think I trust him. Was it a dark night? Or ask what his favorite book is. That seems irrelevant. So we'll ask if it was dark at night. It was a dark night.
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
No, we'll go. I'll follow you.
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
Why do we want to
But,
look at this?
Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
We can snoop. Alright, what's here? Let's look at this book. Someone's private collection. Combicides private collection, purchases since 1920.
Comside's private collection, purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection.
Can I look at it? Guess not. What's this?
A crane?
It looks like a freaking what? Why does the name escape me? Oh my god, not a flamingo. Oh yeah, I see the crane. Okay. I see the wings now. But I still can't think of the animal. I don't know why. They used to work at the zoo too. Oh my god. Florida Zoo. There's a lot of those like running free in the zoo, and For some reason, I just cannot think of them.
It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic.
That's an emperor? I thought it was a dragon. But okay. If that's what it's called.
A dragon.
Here's one. Alright, dragon. A dragon on the tea kettle.
Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme.
I do like the oriental dragon type decoration. My house is decorated more antique-y, like 1950s, 1940s, because I kind of have an appeal for that era, even though I'm like 34 years off from that.
A turtle.
A turtle? Oh, looks like a dragon turtle, though. What else? There's something else. Is this
A tiger.
Oh, a tiger. Look how big. Why does everything look like a dragon, though? I think he's pretty weird enough.
I'm not going to leave now.
Well, this isn't the exit. Is it? Oh, no. Yeah, it is. It's a back exit. Is there anything else to see? What about over here?
There are some very valuable objects here.
I don't know. I think killers have an obsession with dragons. Like the more what can I say? The more precise serial killers, the ones that kind of have like a purpose, not a purpose, but like a plan, and they're very meticulous in their crime. Mostly in movies, they'll have like this elaborate dragon tattoo on their back or something. Silence of the Lambs.
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
He sounded really bored with that. Let's look at this.
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
Let's see. Look at this.
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
Oh, there's nothing else I could snoop. Let's walk over here and see. Okay, you have to get closer. Thinking. Oh no, puzzle.
It is blocked.
Okay, how does this puzzle work? By this? Okay. Look at this.
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me.
Each
Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him. Turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Yeah. Question is how you turn them. Oh, I have to change the colors too. Okay. Oh, no. Let's see. Look at this again. Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits a dragon. Out of respect, all the others turn towards him. So there has to be one color. So this has to be I don't know. So maybe. Okay, how do I turn this? This. Okay, this. Okay, and turn this one like this. Okay. And then let's move them around.
Position of each motif resembles that of those on the table.
Yeah. So you assemble them like they.
I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
Like they are on the.
This is interesting.
Ooh. What is this? Am I gonna find out that he's the killer? Please, don't be the killer. I don't want you to be the killer. You got a sick sister-in-law. I don't want you to be the killer.
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comside Churstone, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer.
Ooh.
I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case. So I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan.
Dang, that's crazy.
These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Okay. It's missing a knife, though.
Here's Miss Gray.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
He definitely got to his seat really quick. He's like, oh, nothing. I was sitting there the entire time.
It is not the right time.
Are you going to find the reference? Or not? Let's snoop on her while she's looking in the book.
She appears to be very flustered.
Yeah, she's been crying. I can see that clearly with her smeared makeup and her bright eyes. She's been crying. Here? Here?
Just a minute, please, Mr. Poirot.
Quick breath. Yeah, she's been crying. Oh my god.
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
What? Is it lesbian?
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangshi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colours.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
I was laughing at the achievement, fantastical mustache. And it was like a mustache with like 4 points. That's crazy. I need to ask if he gave her gifts. Ask what her relationship was with her employer. Ask if she was embarrassed to be at the service of an elderly man. We will ask what her relationship was.
Did you have a good relationship with your employer?
He treated me well, and I am sorry for his death.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
Thora, please fix your makeup. If you're gonna kiss on some old man, please. She's really breathing fast. What were you doing, Thora? My voice cracked. Ask where she was at the time of the crime. In bed with Clarkson, or whatever his name is. Ask for her version of the facts.
Tell me what happened last night.
After dinner? Well, I did some sewing, and then I went to bed. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns, and they found the body.
Ask what she thinks about Franklin. Ask the reasons for her aversion to Franklin. Ask if she was in a relationship with We want to get down to the juicy details. So we're going to ask if she was in a relationship with Franklin.
Am I right thinking that something is going on between you and Franklin?
How dare you ask me such a question?
She's going to write me off now. Accuse her of kissing Franklin because we can clearly see that you've been up to something devious. Ask for confirmation that she kissed Franklin or excuse yourself. We're going to get right to the nitty gritty. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. Ask for confirmation is probably the right answer, but we can still progress, even if she does write us off.
And you? How do you dare kiss your good friend in the house of a dead man?
Mr. Poirot, you are behaving despicably.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offence. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
I know the third answer was the right
Earlier,
answer.
you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Grey at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
Okay. Here we go. Reconstruction. The end of the crime scene. So
Sir
bright.
Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
So he waits until he passes.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Not quite. Let's...
Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
There we go. The back to the bush. And then you attack. What? From the right?
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass.
And then you cut the throat.
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the A.B.C. before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Yes! We're done. We're done with this crime scene.
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
They showed the killer.
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes. Indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Kirst, are you all right? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
What?
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
Okay, so I found a point where I can stop. Killer revealed too early. Hey? Oh, we don't even know him yet. But I'm pretty sure that we will get to know him in the next episode. So, like, favorite, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. It's the Reading Rainbow. And we'll get down to the bottom of this murder mystery. Bye, guys.